My name was Elena Reed. No, I should have said Elena Harper. But for 23 years, I believed I was a Reed. Today, they finally found the excuse to kick me out of the house.
Elena, our family has given you everything for 23 years, and this is how you repay us? You ungrateful brat! Pack your things and go back to that rundown village to find your real parents.
Just moments ago, Sylvia deliberately shattered a glass, cut her own hand with the shards, and ran downstairs crying, claiming that I had pushed her and tried to ruin her face.
Mom, don't be mad. I'm sure Elena didn't mean any harm. She's just struggling to accept that your love and Dad's belong to me now. Please don't hold it against her.
Her words sounded like she was pleading for me, but every sentence only made me look guiltier. No one asked me the truth.
To think you'd be capable of such cruelty, trying to scar Sylvia's face. With a heart as wicked as yours, you don't deserve to stay in Falklands. I've already sent for your real parents. Pack your things and prepare to return to Cloudstream Village.
Elena, next month is Darren and my engagement party. Even though you'll be going back to that remote village, I still hope you'll come.
Darren had been my fiancé, but he had abandoned me.
It's shocking that you want a garbage like him. If you want him, he's yours.
Sylvia was speechless with rage. I turned and went upstairs, without looking back. I had no attachment to that family. By the time I came downstairs, Sylvia's hand, the one she had cut with the glass shards, was already neatly wrapped in bandages.
Elena, I'll miss you.
Sylvia said it hypocritically, then deliberately bumped into me. A necklace fell to the floor.
Isn't this the necklace my mom gave me? How did it end up in your bag?
Sylvia picked up the necklace and began accusing me of being a thief.
You filthy thief! Do you know what this is? This had been designed by the world-famous Helena Walsh. I paid $5 million for it. I'm calling the police.
What do you have to say for yourself?
Call the police if you like. But if I didn't steal the necklace, how do you plan to make it up to me?
Elena, don't be so stubborn. We only have one of Walsh's designs in our family.
Sylvia handed the necklace to Cicely. Cicely looked at the number on it and froze.
How could this be? I clearly bought number 9, so why does this say number 1? Number 1? That can't be. It's one of a kind in this world.
I snatched the necklace back from them and walked out the door. Outside, an old, dust-covered van was parked at the entrance.
Miss Harper, I sincerely apologize for my tardiness. I hadn't anticipated that there wouldn't be a helipath here. The helicopter had to be stationed farther away. To avoid further delays, I arranged for this vehicle instead. It hadn't been used in some time, so it may appear a little worn. I hope you don't mind.
Only then did I take a closer look. This wasn't just any old van, it was a Maybach. An extremely rare, limited edition.
Did you drag this junk out of a scrapyard?
Declan took a box from the van and handed it to Cecily as a thank you gift for taking care of me over the years. But she refused.
That won't be necessary. You may leave.
Mr. Reed, are you certain?
What good stuff could a hick from the strips possibly have? Just get out of here. They didn't know that inside the box were deeds to 23 properties. 23 high-end jewelry pieces. 23 luxury car keys and a bank card with a balance of $230 million. The helicopter touched down. The sight of Hillside Manor before me made one thing instantly clear. My biological parents were never poor farmers.
Elena, my daughter. I finally found you.
Jolie Harper hugged me with tears in her eyes. Her embrace was warm, completely different from Cecily's coldness.
Here's $10 million, a gift for you.
I'm giving you $10 million too. And this emerald jewelry set. Also for you. Only then did I learn who my biological parents, Alexander and Jolie, really were. One was the head of the Harper Group, the other a woman of refined upbringing. You also have 3 brothers. Jeffrey, Ellis, and Louis. They all want to meet you. I was led inside the manor. The dining table was filled with fine cuisine. Jolie kept adding food to my plate. Eat a little more, you're too thin. Her eyes were filled with 23 years of pent-up guilt. For the first time, I understood what a mother's love felt like. Cecily had never given me this kind of warmth. This family belonged to a world the Reeds could never dream of entering. To make it up to me, Jolie took me to the Helena Jewelry flagship store to pick out accessories. But what I didn't expect was that we ran into Cecily and Sylvia by chance. The cheapest piece here costs at least $1 million. Can you even afford that? If you two can be here, why can't I? Sylvia suddenly snatched the ruby pendant from my hand and dropped it onto the floor.
Elena! How could you be so clumsy? You couldn't even hold on to something so valuable!
This pendant is 50 million.
What? Elena, looks like you'll be paying off this pendant for the rest of your life. I didn't rush to argue. Instead, I had the clerk pull the surveillance footage. Cicely was stunned. They had to buy that exorbitantly priced pendant.
Insufficient funds.
But they didn't have the money.
Elena, you scheming bitch. You planned this to humiliate us.
That's how you treat my daughter? The collaboration between the Harper family and the Reed family is hereby terminated. Who do you think you are? Are you paying or not? You can't afford it? Of course we can. She had to call Darren, Sylvia's fiancé, for help. And they left in embarrassment. The next day, Benjamin and Cecily showed up at the entrance of Hillside Manor. When Cecily saw me walking out, she thought I was working as a maid.
So you're working as a maid for the Harper family now? Better drop your little habit of stealing.
When Benjamin and Cecily saw my father Alexander, they immediately put on flattering smiles and approached him.
Mr. Harper, our partnership can't be terminated.
Elena's real father is just a driver, and her mother is from some backwater town. She's nothing but a liar. Don't let her fool you into thinking badly of us.
Alexander's and Jolie's faces changed at the same time. Cecily had just insulted them to their faces.
As of today, the Harper family cuts all ties with the Reed family. Permanently.
Benjamin and Cecily were stunned. They had no idea what they had done wrong. They were escorted out by security.
You ungrateful little wretch!
Cecily was still cursing. She still had no idea who she was dealing with. After they were driven away, my eldest brother Jeffrey came home by car and happened to see me still using an old phone.
You must be my sister, right? I haven't brought a gift, so let me give you some pocket money. Is $1 million enough?
Jeffrey thought I was so poor. I couldn't even afford a smartphone. Thank you. Scan here. I pulled out the latest smartphone and showed him the QR code. A deep, quiet chuckle came from inside the car.
You tricked me?
Jeffrey realized he had been tricked, but instead of getting mad, he laughed. The man in the car, Wesley Spencer, saw me for the first time.
I'll be leaving now. Until next time.
Wesley said goodbye to Jeffrey and left. I never got a clear look at that man's face. That day, my grandma Bertha was discharged from the hospital. The whole family gathered together. My cousin Javier gave Bertha a painting. I leaned in to take a closer look.
What do you know about art? You're just pretending.
Elena, it's okay if you don't understand. No one will laugh at you. Elise was my parents' adopted daughter. She sounded like she was defending me, but her words were dripping with sarcasm. This painting is a forgery. Peyton's authentic works have a lotus pattern in the lower left corner. When exposed to fire, it appears.
What makes you so sure?
My daughter wouldn't speak carelessly. Just give it a try. If any damage occurs, I'll take full responsibility.
No way! I went through so much trouble to find this painting. There's no way I'm letting you burn it!
The authentic piece is at the Spencer family's home. Borrow it and compare. Then you'll know. She's just trying to save face, isn't she? Elise thought I would lose. She was wrong.
Wesley, can we borrow that painting from your collection?
Let Elena come and get it herself.
Jeffrey called Wesley to borrow the painting, but Wesley made a condition. He wanted me to come get it myself. I went to the Spencer estate. For the first time, I saw Wesley Spencer. Chiseled features, deep eyes, an undeniable commanding presence.
Do you know Elle?
Who is Elle? He suddenly asked if I knew Elle. I didn't change my expression, but I knew he was testing me. Why would Wesley suspect me? What connection between me and Elle had he discovered?
The painting is on the first floor. You may leave now.
I didn't ask any more questions. I took the painting and left. But I knew this was only the beginning. He would keep testing me. I brought back the authentic painting from the Spencer family. The two paintings were displayed side by side. The flame approached. A beautiful lotus pattern appeared on the authentic piece. Everyone stared in shock at the lotus pattern appearing on the painting. Javier's face darkened.
There really is a lotus pattern. How could the painting I found be a fake?
You dared to fool me with a forgery?
Bertha tore up the forgery and shouted at Javier. Javier's face was darkened. His eyes were fixed on me with malice.
This is my fault, but I didn't mean to.
Javier gave me a vicious glare.
Elena, you're not even a Harper. You're not part of the Harper family yet.
Javier wanted to say more, but Alexander cut him off.
Who says she's not a Harper? In 3 days, I will hold a banquet to officially welcome Elena back.
From now on, she will be Elena Harper.
The day of the banquet arrived. I walked into the banquet hall in a white dress. Everyone's eyes were on me. I knew, from that day on, I was Elena Harper.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have transferred 5% of Harper Group shares to Elena.
5%? That's an astronomical amount!
Alexander is truly generous to this daughter.
Elisa stood in the corner, her nails digging into her palms. She couldn't understand why the shares went to me, an outsider who just came back, when the Harper family had raised her for over 20 years. In the corner, a lesson exhorted Debbie Scott to splash red wine on me. Debbie had just raised her glass when a girl accidentally walked by and bumped into her arm. The wine splashed all over Debbie's own face. Her makeup was a mess. She looked utterly ridiculous.
Ah! My face! My dress!
That girl looked back at me, nodded slightly, and then disappeared into the crowd. Only later did I learn her name. Kira Johnson, the youngest daughter of the Johnson family. A girl who couldn't speak nor hear. In the crowd, my eyes met the eyes of a man on the second floor. It was Wesley. He was watching me too. At the peak of the banquet, Wesley made an unexpected appearance.
Isn't that Wesley? He never comes to these events. What is he doing here?
This man, who never attended social events, walked straight towards me.
This is for you.
He handed me a velvet box. I opened it. Inside was an extremely rare pigeon blood ruby, a one-of-a-kind piece from the Spencer family's mine. Someone had offered billions for it, but he never sold it.
Oh my god, is that the legendary pigeon blood ruby? Wesley gave it away? Is he insane?
Elise was mad with jealousy. She deliberately went up to him and reached out to take his arm. Wesley, it's been so long. Do you remember me?
I don't know you.
Wesley took off the jacket that Ellis had touched and threw it away. Elise was humiliated. She ran away crying. Alexander watched the scene, lost in thought. After the banquet, Elise went to Bertha, crying.
Grandma, Elena bullied me. She deliberately humiliated me in front of everyone.
Alexander gave 5% of the shares to Elena, but Elise got nothing. Is that fair?
My aunt, Samira, took the chance to stir up trouble. Bertha was so angry that she had a heart attack and was rushed to the hospital.
Alexander, I'm just saying, why not let Vince be the CEO?
Vince was Samira's husband. Alexander looked coldly at Samira. He finally saw these people for who they really were.
You'd better pray my mother is okay. If anything happens to her, I will hold you responsible.
I was just...
Samira's face turned ashen. She couldn't say a word. For the first time, she was truly afraid.
The patient's blood worths have ruptured. Her life is in danger. Unless the legendary Dr. Healer appears, there's nothing we can do.
What do you mean nothing you can do? Aren't you doctors?
Grandma is going to be okay, right?
Everyone had given up hope. I stepped forward. I can save her.
You? Don't be ridiculous. What do you know about medicine?
Exactly. Don't make things worse.
Miss, this is no joke. Elena, are you sure you can do this?
Father, there's no other choice. Let me try.
Let her try. If my mother doesn't wake up, I will resign as CEO.
Alexander chose to believe in me. I took out the silver needles. The Vice Hospital Director, Phil Benton, immediately recognized them.
This is Healer's silver needles. You are Healer's apprentice!
20 minutes later, Bertha coughed up the pooled blood and was out of danger.
Grandma is awake!
The whole room fell silent.
These silver needles are Healer's trademark. You are Healer's apprentice.
My heart skipped a beat. My mentor only took me in 6 years ago, but Healer had died 10 years ago. They were not the same person. I don't know anything about any healer.
Impossible! These silver needles belong only to Healer.
I denied it firmly. No one believed me, but no one asked further.
Elena, thank you for saving me.
After Bertha woke up, her attitude toward me became noticeably warmer. Ellie stood at the hospital room door, watching this scene, grinding her teeth with hatred.
Why does she get all the attention every time?
After Bertha's condition stabilized, Alexander and Jolie reviewed the whole incident. It was Elise who went crying to Bertha, and Samira who stirred up trouble. That's what caused Bertha's heart attack.
I raised you for over 20 years, but you nearly caused Bertha's death just for some shares. This time, I will not forgive you.
Jolie, I didn't mean to. I was just so upset.
Elise kept crying to Jolie, trying to win her forgiveness.
Pack your things. Move out.
And stay away from my mother.
Elise was kicked out of Alexander's house and moved next door to Vince's. As she passed me, she glared at me fiercely. Don't get too cocky. Soon, you'll be the one getting kicked out. I'll be waiting. Samira's face was ashen. She had just been put in her place in front of Bertha, and now Elise was kicked out too. That day, Bertha called everyone together and made a big announcement.
I want to give the jewelry company Leopard X to Elena.
Grandma, I studied jewelry design. Why should she get it? Exactly. Elise is the professional. Elena didn't even go to college, did she?
When Elise and Samira heard this, they immediately became anxious. I earned my PhD from Imperial University when I was 23.
What?
They hadn't expected that not only had I gone to college, but I had also earned a doctorate.
Fair competition. Whoever secures the Spencer Group's partnership gets Leopard-X.
Elise smirked. She thought she had the upper hand.
Fine. I'll make Wesley give me the partnership.
I knew very well. Wesley hated being pestered by women. Elise's so-called knowing him was nothing but wishful thinking. Elise, Anne, and I started at Leopard-X on the same day. The person in charge, Paige, received us. Miss Elise Harper, here is your private office. Thank you. You? Sit on that bench in the corner. She settled Elise into a private office, then pointed to the bench in the corner that everyone looked down on. Why don't I have an office? Paige couldn't help but snigger. What do you have to compete with Elise? She's a daughter of the Harper family. I am also a daughter of the Harper family. You? Just then, Monica walked in from outside. The moment she saw me, she hurried over. Darling,
What are you doing here? Mrs. Hayes?
Seeing how familiar Monica was with me, Paige was stunned. Elise's expression shifted slightly. She couldn't understand how Monica knew me.